Previously on Saga. Our influencers moved quickly to find Lafreak. They went to his suite to try and find clues. There, they found a strange liquid which Dante injected only to find himself obsessed with the other two members of the party. While finding no evidence of where the real Lafreak is, they did find elven weed. And they used that too. After they were high enough, they rounded up all their suspects into the green room after questioning them. Now that they're all in one room, let's hope they don't find any more drugs.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Influence here on Saga, the story for these three people to find fame and do drugs, I guess. I am joined once again with the lovely Zoe.
Hi. Me, or buy some. Or trash.
I am also joined with everyone's favorite socially awkward wizard, Dante.
I'm dadleyjjenkins. Y'all know me by now. Yeah.
Good job.
That's the cockiness I had from
I was about to
episode
say, like, hey, the Dante fact of the day. And I'm like, oh, wait, we're not Dungeons and Daddies.
Do we want to do little character facts now?
Dante
We're gonna
fact
get
of
sued.
the day.
What's Dante? Tell me about Dante now. And lastly, we're joined with everyone's favorite angel and devil on your shoulder, except it's just two devils. Noah.
I'm good, Daddy. I am the Burger King. No one is gonna get that because they can't see.
You're wearing a Burger King paper crown.
I am.
No one's gonna be able to see that.
No one's gonna know. Wait. They know now because he's holding them.
Yeah, that's why I talked about it. Anyway, guys, let's get
I'm
back
the
to the
Burger King.
fucking show, you hooligans.
Ready?
So you guys find yourselves in the green room. You have rounded up Jefferson, you have rounded up Kit and Kat, and you have also rounded up Christine.
That's everybody that was on the list, right?
Well, that and Lafreak, the double Derek, and that's it.
Okay. I think we should interrogate each of these people one by one. Because
Together?
somebody's... Sure.
Actually, I think it just should be me and Dante.
Oh?
I can
That's
be
my
helpful.
favorite game. Bad cop and even worse cop.
Exactly!
I mean, you could be bad cop and also bad cop.
I would like to be in the room where it happens, please.
We're gonna get sued!
That's your catchphrase, isn't it?
Miranda just jumped through my window with a revolver in hand.
Not throwing away his shot.
Okay, are you guys saying all of this to each other, like, right next to the people you're about to interview?
Oh, 100%,
Right in
yeah.
front of
Oh
us.
yeah,
No,
we're
we
openly. We are really bad at this.
But,
They're talking about it, like, they're formulating a plan right in front of us.
well, it's fine that we do
It
this.
does seem a little weird.
Alright, so one by one, let's interrogate these fucking people.
Actually, I'll let you two take the first one. I'll gauge their responses.
Ooh, okay.
So you're just gonna sit in the corner and watch?
Yeah, you guys take the butler first, and you take him to a different room, and I'll watch the other ones as they sweat.
Is there a room connected to the green room, I guess, that's not just the auditorium?
We should literally walk to the other side of the room and
The
interrogate them.
freak's dressing room would technically be attached to the green room.
Not as much as I love that idea, I'm trying to like. All right,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
go.
let's
Let's
make an
go to
actual plan.
Lafreak's dress. All right, let's grab the butler and let's go to Lafreak's dressing. Excuse me. Dante just kind of like gestures to the butler.
All right, so you guys grab Lafreak, and Zoe, don't worry about it.
We
Can
grab
I get you to
Lafreak?
roll a perception
Wait,
check?
we have
Not-
Lafreak. We have.
I got
We
reversed.
have a,
Got him.
Solved.
He
Victory.
was hiding under the chair.
He was the butler the whole time.
His ultimate magic trick. No. You guys grab Jefferson the butler on your way into Lafreak's dressing room, and can I have you roll a perception check?
8.
8.
I got an 8.
Alright. So you keep going. You make your way on into the dressing room.
Can I make the perception check?
You can both make perception checks.
Okay, alright. I got a dirty 20.
I got a dirty 20 as well.
Okay. Dante is closer to the situation, so he might be able to do something about it. Chase, you can see it and you can shout about it. First of all, you see something. You can't quite make it out from this far away. Some sort of the napkin from earlier that Bison was using. You notice that Amor has managed to get a piece of it and is trying to eat it.
I'm close enough that I can grab it, right?
You can do opposed athletics.
Oh no. Athletics. Oh god. I got an 8. I got a 10 minus 2.
What did Amor get?
10.
Amor manages to actually sees you diving for it. She just like pulls it into her mouth and swallows it.
Wait, do I see that?
Yeah, you see it once you see Dante running after your goat. Yeah.
What did Amor just eat?
I think a paper that might be important.
Do you want it back?
If you
Can you make that happen?
I
Yeah.
don't know if I want it back.
So I just go over to Amor and I just, like a dog, go open the mouth and stick your hand on the throat, try to grab whatever it was.
Oh my god. The balls on this lady.
Dante's
It's
like,
my goat. It's not like Amor hasn't eaten shit before.
There comes a time in every DM's life where they need to think, where they have to think of mechanics for something that they could not have prepared for. I'm gonna have you do an animal handling, weirdly enough, against the goat's constitution.
Okay.
Right, because it's constitution not to vomit.
Yeah, so I guess a constitution save.
21 for Bai. And a natural 1 for Amor.
She manages to puke up like several like plastic bags, some paper scraps. You see a whole can unopened of baked beans.
Hey, look, that's where the beans went.
And lastly, you see a very soggy piece of a note.
Is that what you wanted?
yeah, Dante mage hands the note over to him.
You guys go ahead and start with the interrogation. I'll take a look at that.
Chase mage hands the paper to himself.
Okay, now I let him have it and buy some Dante and the butler.
Nosh, Chase, will you clean this up?
No.
Thanks.
Do we call you Nosh or Chase?
Right now, Notch is in control. It's still too high for Chase to do anything.
So you guys are now in Lafreak's dressing room, alone with Jefferson the butler. And he goes, "What's the meaning of this? I'm innocent."
I message by some, just like, you're good cop, I'm bad cop. And
How would it go any other way?
and I instantly smack the butler across the face.
Roll an attack.
Yep. That's a natural 2, so I know it doesn't hit before I even add anything.
Okay, so you go to smack him, and he immediately grabs you by your wrist and stops your hand, and he's gonna just like twist it. I need you to make like a Constitution saving throw.
That's 2 2s in a row, and I got a +1.
So- He twists it, and you fall against the couch that he is also sitting on.
Perfect.
He goes, "What is the meaning of this?"
I instantly dart and look at him and say, those are some fast reflexes. Could be used to fucking chop a head off.
It could also be used to buttle at levels you've never seen.
I just think you have more you're not telling us.
Do you know anything about the dead body?
Well, no, I got here, I was getting coffee, and this guy over here, he's tried to scare me by telling me that my boss was dead.
Yeah, he's a little handsy. I'm sorry about your boss. We're
Come
trying
tell!
We're trying to
It
figure
was
that
a
out.
double.
I have no idea what you just said.
Turns out it was a double.
Ah, okay.
Well, yeah. The freak isn't dead, but like, do you know who killed the double? Because like, that's what we're here about now.
No, of course not. I was out getting coffee.
The whole time?
He points to Dante and he goes, "He found me at the coffee shop, didn't he?"
But that was after the murder? Where were you before the coffee shop?
Oh, before that, the freak told me to go get him a coffee. Ugh!
Do you know if Lafreak had anywhere he would like hide out at, like maybe a secret house or like somewhere he'd bring bitches? That's not something Dante would say.
Try to get in character, maybe.
Do you have anywhere you think Lafreak would be like hiding out? I feel like this man probably like owed people money he had to hide from, like.
Oh, yeah, he owed a lot of people money.
So did he have like a safe house or anything of sorts?
Oh, yeah, there was a safe house back at his home. On
Wait,
the
why
West
are we
Coast.
looking for Lafreak? I thought we were trying to figure out who killed the man.
I think Lafreak killed the double.
That's valid. Okay, yeah. So where's his house?
Oh, his house is over in the west. Reminder that you guys are almost as east as you can east. And he lives out in the west, is what he's saying.
Wow, West.
But did he have a place close to here?
He took a carriage in for the event.
He
They
took
paid
a
him a lot of money for this.
He took a private jet.
There are not jets in this world.
I thought that's what you said. I can't understand this fucking voice.
He took a carriage.
Oh, he took a carriage.
You guys are the one who chose to keep talking to this guy.
I regret it.
I don't think he's really gonna be helpful unless you do the whole back cop thing.
I try to smack him again.
You get up and you stretch a little, go for the attack.
Alright, I'm gonna be real D&D noob for a second. What do I add to attack rolls?
In this case, it would be your strength, since you're not proficient with slapping.
Okay, that's a 16.
Interesting. Now, how would you feel if I told you that didn't hit?
Depressed.
Okay, well, you might want to get your depression supplies out.
I was so proud of myself.
No, that does not hit. He does just, like, lean back as it flies past his face.
I get in his face and I say, who did Lafreak owe money to?
I mean, several mafias, and, you know, he grew up in a thieves guild, so he probably, I'm just the butler.
You're just
Just the butler, I tell you.
a
The
fucking
butler is a
butler.
really important job, actually. You usually know where your boss is at all times. You handle most of his chauffeuring situations. You also handle a lot of his food situations, and you know where he is at all times of day. So actually, you have a lot of points of contact and situations where you could hire someone to kill
But I
him. 'cause
don't
you
know
where
who he
is.
owes money to. I'm not his accountant.
Can we talk to his accountant?
I can give you his number if you want.
That would be nice.
I'll take it.
He gives you his runestone number.
And I guess we're done with him. He knows nothing.
Wait, I have one more question.
Okay, all right. Should I try to smack him again before you ask?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Butler,
Yes.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you'll find a new employer if Lafreak ends up being dead?
7.
Oh, really? So you must be really good at your job then. Do you know what happened to Lafreak's double?
From what I gather.
It's just going in circles.
All right, I think we're done here.
Bisom's intelligence is 10.
I think we're done here.
So meanwhile, the note, Nosh, it is very clear that you have a part of a note. And it is wet, so some of it's a little blurry, but you piece together the things it says in Infernal are, I just can't do this anymore.
Chase takes the little mouse out from under his hood, starts stroking it maniacally in his hand, like a Bond villain.
That's a guinea pig. Never mind.
Nosh looks up and tries to gauge how the other suspects are dealing with the pressure of someone else being interrogated.
Kit is still freaking out. Kat seems perfectly calm, and you can see how just very clearly nervous Christine is.
Intentional mumbling under my breath, too. As if I know something. Mumble. Yes.
And I see the door unlatches and they come in.
All right, yeah, we exit with the butler.
Thanks for your time.
Fuck off.
No problem.
And then I guess I'll look at Nosh and be like, who's next?
You and I are gonna take the maid in. Double team.
I don't know how I feel about that phrasing, but okay.
I don't know how I feel about that phrasing.
I guess I messaged Nosh. I'm like, do you have a game plan?
The plan is, I'm gonna do everything, because in a second, my good cop is coming back.
Deal. So I'm just
You're
gonna
just gonna stand there in the corner and not say
Good
anything.
cop, bad cop, and another cop.
And then there's a third cop.
That's my new. That's my
Bringer.
new. I'm gonna create a tabletop RPG just called Good Cop, Bad Cop, and a third cop.
Inconspicuous third
That
cop.
sounds like a
An
one-shot.
additional cop. Guys, subscribe to
Why
our
is this
Patreon
third
to
cop
get Good
here?
Cop, Bad Cop, and an additional cop on top of that.
Cop third wheel. Alright, we bring her into the interrogation room. Nosh sits her down, like with a hand on her shoulder. Sit down. Pulls a chair over, sits on it backwards, and then Chase comes back. Hi, so what can you tell me about your whereabouts earlier today?
Oh yeah, I've been cleaning up the bedrooms for all of the guests today.
All of the guests?
Well, I had like the butler has his room, and then Kit and Kat's room, and then I was on my way. I was on my way to.
Dante's gonna chime in with a quick
to the
question.
freak's room.
They're staying in a hotel. Why are you needed? The hotel has room
Well,
service.
Yeah, but they like my particular touch and eye for details.
You know, good help is so hard to find. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what they say.
They bring their own personal help. I bet she's a lot of help.
I didn't kill anyone.
I didn't mean like that.
I did not kill anyone.
That's what someone who killed
you
someone would
know-
say. Shh. Oh, sorry.
Who did? Do you know who did kill?
Your voice is scaring me.
Do ya?
I don't like it.
Do ya? Do you
Your
know?
breath smells bad. I don't know.
Do ya?
Could you back away from
you
my
know?
face just a little bit?
No. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't know.
Do you know?
Dante is like mysteriously eating popcorn.
Do you know? Do ya? Do ya? What were you doing in performance? What were you doing in performance?
Slams the wall behind her with a fist.
What were you doing in performance?
Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Intimidation with advantage.
This girl is already properly shaken and not stirred. Like,
Intimidation. Sweet. This is like my strong suit. This is what he was born. This is the stuff
this
I
is
was-
all Nosh can do.
Yeah. 12
Oh,
with advantage.
yeah.
So that's roll twice, right? Or no?
Yes, roll twice and take the better as advantage. I think in the first session you thought proficiency meant that, and that's fine.
Right. Oh. Yeah. The second time I rolled a 19, so that would be 24 for intimidation.
During the performance, I was cleaning Kit and Kat's room.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. They're very messy and they just leave swords all
kinda-
over the floor. It's a very difficult process.
Nosh's eye closed, and Chase comes back and he sits back in the chair. So, what was your relationship like with the double?
He was kind of a newer addition. He only kind of started joining the act about 3 weeks ago.
Do you get new doubles a lot?
No, he was the first one. He was talking about this great trick, LaFreak was, but honestly, I saw it and it wasn't really that cool. You saw it too. He was just teleported from one side of the room to the other. Of course, with duct tape and handcuffs on, but that's not the point.
Do you know anything about LaFreak's special dagger?
Pardon?
Do you know anything about the freak's special dagger?
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do ya?
No.
Do ya?
No.
What do you know about the dagger?
I don't.
Do ya?
No.
Okay.
Poor Maid.
I think that's all I got.
You shouldn't even say anything. Like the whole time.
Nosh gets up from the chair very slowly, takes a few paces to the door, and then snaps around like,
Did you kill her?
And she's gonna roll a Constitution save. That's a 6, my friend. She faints.
Alright. She's
You
great.
killed her.
No, she's not dead. She just passed out. Clean her up. We got more suspects to interrogate.
you also may want to look at this, hands him the
okay.
note.
Do you speak Infernal?
I have comprehend languages.
Are you gonna cast it on one shred of paper?
I mean, I can do it as a ritual.
You're gonna sit in there for 10 minutes?
Just 10 minutes.
For our audience, casting a spell as a ritual makes you not have to expend a slot, but it makes it take 10 extra minutes.
I'll do it after the interrogation, see if I can get anything else from it.
Nosh grabs the maid by her ankles and starts dragging her out.
I'll grab her by the wrist, so I'll just like...
Hey Butler, I saw you were pretty strong. Do you want to arm wrestle?
More of a dexterous person, but sure.
I mean, you look pretty strong.
Oh, thank you.
He'll arm wrestle you.
Okay, but there's rules.
Okay.
Okay, if I win, I have to tell you something. I have to answer one question. And if you win, you have to answer. I mean, sorry, wait. Other way. If you win, I have to answer a question. If I win, you have to answer a question honestly.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right.
So Bison like swipes shit off of the table. Like
Don't
a
ask
person.
why, but I do have arm wrestling mechanics, so this is how this is
Yes.
gonna work. So this is how this is gonna work. You guys start with your arms in the middle. In order to win, you need to you're gonna go into strength competitions. You need to essentially win 3.
Okay.
So if you win, you bring it kind of down a little bit your way. Then if you win again, you have them almost pinned down. And if you win a third time, you slam their hand down. But if they win any time, it goes back up a level. Another one, if you have it almost down and you just need to win one more, you have advantage.
Okay.
Okay, does that all make sense?
It's clear as mud. I'm sure it'll make more sense as we roll
Is this
it.
the first combat?
Yeah, this is technically our first combat, guys. Arm wrestling roll off, go! Yeah, I got a 3. All right, so you grab arms and he tries to brace himself, but you're awesome. You just bend it slightly. All
Price
right,
I'm out
round
with
2.
an early lead.
Color bicep!
18.
9.
Okay, we're back to the middle.
Back with the
So
Reed Butler.
He doesn't underestimate you, and he keeps going. Next round. That's a natural 1.
That's a natural 20 with a +4. 24.
That should be 2.
I'll say with a nat
Watch out,
20,
watch out, watch
you
out!
count it counts as 2 wins.
Nice.
So you just need to win this one, and you need to
Quick
win
retaliation.
You get advantage.
Okay.
Finish him.
He got an 11.
I got... What? That's 10, 11. 4 plus 7 is 11.
It's a tie. Nothing happens. Keep going.
Okay,
With advantage
still advantage? Okay.
Yeah. That's a 12.
15.
Okay. You, after some resistance, you get his hand down. And he goes, "Done." Very good.
Did you see that?
And Catherine claps a little bit, and Kitsune
Thank you,
eventually realizes and claps with
Thank you.
Kitsune.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay. Yeah.
Is Lafreak a good boss?
No, he's not.
Well, I'm really sorry
Oh,
about
is-
that.
He pays well, but he was kind of a dick.
That's valid. Is the money worth it, though?
Yes.
That's good. Thank
Maybe
you for
for a
wrestling my arm
butler.
with me.
Okay, so you see them dragging the maid.
Oh, it looks like y'all had fun.
Can I quickly gauge Kit's and Cat's reaction?
Kit screeches out in panic, and Cat seems fine.
All right, so who do you guys want in next?
Kit.
Why don't we do both?
We could do both. What do you two think? Do you want to be interrogated together or separately?
Yeah, you guys okay with that?
I don't
I mean, you guys seem literally inseparable.
Yeah, we can. If you could do us both at the same time, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right, and then I guess my last message of just like I messaged either one of them. I was like, if you guys spark up, like let me know. Like I'll leave the message open.
Chase makes sure that he's the last one to get into the room, and then he steps inside, and then Nosh slams the door.
I'm sorry, I don't know my own strength.
But I do.
I don't like you immediately. And she
don't
kind of
like
looks over
myself.
to Catherine looks over to Bai, and she goes, "Do we need to, like?" And she, from her hand, you see like these weird, like sinewy, glowing lights kind of form out of her hand, and they structure into the shape of a sword, and then they solidify into a real sword. She goes, "Should we like have one of these ready to go?
Can we duel?
Do you want to duel?"
Nosh like sparks up some eldritch sparks between his fingers, like,
I don't know, do you want to do this?
I like pull up my 2 hand axes. I'm excited. I'm like,
Kitsune draws her sword as well, and she goes, I don't want to do that, but if that's what you guys want to do, that, like,
can I roll a perception roll to see if those swords look recently cleaned?
they're light
They're
swords. They
magic.
just came out of nothing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. I don't know why I asked that question.
I'll let you do an Arcana check to recognize what that was.
I'll
Okay.
try to do that as well.
8.
Natural 20.
This is a process called soul binding. It's where you basically, the weapon literally becomes an extension of your person through a magical ritual to a point where you can basically unsummon and resummon it at will.
So you got yourself a fancy soul sword.
A soul? Does it have a dead person in it?
No, it's like bonded.
Oh.
It's like
friends.
it's like your sheep is a person. Well, no, it's like your sheep is a sword. There's that bond.
You can turn
They
into
can
a
summon their
sword?
sword at will. It's a soul sword.
Okay.
Like a fusion between 70s funk and metal.
That's really cool. Will my axes work against those, or am I gonna die?
Probably.
Okay.
Both.
Great.
They do work against other weapons, yes.
So,
Are we dueling?
are we gonna do this?
I don't
Last
think
chance.
that's... I thought we were being interviewed.
Yeah, but then you pulled out a sword, so.
I just wanted to make... Because you're very creepy. I don't like you.
I mean, you
Okay,
were
that's
aggressive first. We never caused you any harm to begin
I
with.
just asked if we needed to. I didn't... Oh, Bradley, by the way, Dante outside does see the 2 swords that were sitting next to their chairs disappear, like, into sinewy lights.
Dope. Oh,
I'll give you a second option. War, intimidation, or weed.
I mean, of those 3 options, I think I'd prefer weed.
Let's spark it up, sisters.
Should we text Dante?
I never liked that guy.
I text Dante.
You don't have his number! And you don't have his,
that's right.
you don't have his weed profile either, because he didn't tag himself.
That's right. All right, well, Bai pulls out her phone and goes,
Oh, that's right.
And puts it back.
All right, Dante's just chilling, I guess. Have fun smoking weed.
Wow, whatever just happened sure is great. At least I assume. I don't know. Because of the weird way we've been making this show, I'm doing all these middle breaks after editing episode 2, but before editing episode 3. So I don't know where this is going to go yet. So what happened was probably cool, or it was lame. But either way, we're going to blame Zoe. Guys, this show is great. I've loved making it. I've had so much fun writing for the show. I've had so much fun doing all of the editing. But this show does take a lot of time and it takes a lot of money. If you want to support the show, well, we don't currently have any advertisers, but if you want to advertise, we can sell you an ad break at sagadndshow@gmail.com. Just email so we can talk pricing. But if you don't want an ad break and you instead just want to support these creators and the show you may love, there are 2 things you can do. First of all, you can leave a 5-star review and share it with your friends. Just get it out there. If you leave a 5-star review, I can do a shout out for you in one of the middle bits, just like this one. But also, if you want to support us financially, you can do so by going to patreon.com/sagacast. That's SAGACAST. And there you can find things like our exclusive after show shit posting where we kind of talk about the episodes. If you're watching these all in a row, just be known that we're doing one big shit posting for the entire first 3 episodes. You can also find things like monthly bonus content that is coming out. Our first one is called Honey Heist. It's an adventure where they all play bears trying to steal honey from a honey convention. We've already recorded it and it is a hoot and I cannot wait for you guys to hear it. You can also get things like merch, and you can also get things like being able to submit names for characters and places and items and anything. Just head on down to the Patreon. Come on down. It's going to be a hoot and it's going to be a holler. And anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show and have a wonderful day.
So 20 minutes later, you guys have been smoking a bowl together.
So,
Thank you. I feel a lot better now.
yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Relaxing.
Yeah, it seems
You guys were in the performance, right?
Yeah, we were supposed to make it seem like there weren't strings by very specific sword moves.
Very good swing.
There were strings. There were swords there, but we just kind of moved in a way that made it look like we were swinging everywhere. And we were really just swinging. We were really just swinging in the air and missing this.
Do you ever miss? Have you ever accidentally in practice hit a freak? I'm sure he'd be pretty pissed about that.
Not the freak, but we've had some strings before.
Oh, you've cut the strings. That would be embarrassing for a freak.
Your goat is so soft.
Isn't she? She's so soft and friendly.
Can you roll another perception check for me?
Yeah. Natural 20. So that's 23.
Oh, fuck you. I was so confident when the goat got a fucking 22 that you weren't gonna notice. Baya is going for another piece of the paper.
What are you doing?
I take it from her and I reach into my bag and I pull out one of the carrots that I have from our traveling. I just give it to her.
She starts eating it.
Are we hotboxing?
I assume, yeah.
Amor is totally stoned as well then.
Can Dante do a perception check to see if he smells the weed?
Yes, you may.
That's a fucking 23.
About 20 minutes in, after most of the bowl is gone, you do get a whiff of it.
Dante just kind of looks up and he's like, come on, guys.
So, level with me, guys. What was your relationship with LaFreak and LaFreak's double, like? What was that like?
He hired us on about 2 years ago and made this trick seem more realistic if he had assistants who were proving they weren't fake. But he only recently hired the body double, and he's been acting real weird about him.
About how long ago was the body double brought in?
Like what?
About how long ago was the body double brought in?
About the amount that I said as the previous character, but I can't remember the exact time.
Okay, so about 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks.
Also, the butler already said that, like, LaFreak is kind of an asshole. Is he good? Was he nice to y'all?
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole. Yeah. He's really only nice to the body double.
He's only nice to the body double?
Yeah.
That's weird.
He's very nice to the body double.
You know what? I read an article online that said that you're more likely to be nice to people that looks like you because all sentient creatures are inherently arrogant.
'Cause you like yourself.
Yes! And LaFreak is totally the kind of person that would fuck himself.
I want to call you out on that, but we're twins and we really enjoy being around each other. So
Yeah. What can you tell us about your coworkers, the butler, the maid?
The butler seemed like an alright guy. He's really interesting. He's like a martial artist that LaFreak hired as a butler because no one expects a butler to be also a security guard.
No one expects the butler, yeah.
I always expect the butler.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then I don't know, the maid was like really obsessed with LaFreak, and LaFreak was always mean to her, so I never understood that.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are into that.
Yeah, some people like getting dominated.
Yeah.
See that all the time in the Abyss.
You see it a lot in the world, too. So, like, if you were to kill someone, how would you do it?
Yeah.
Like, in theory.
I think we would just stab him a bunch. We got the whole... And she tries to resummon her dagger, but it doesn't quite work. The lights just kind of miss each other, and then they...
So you're not into the whole decapitation. That's a little too
much,
personal for you. What about ripping someone's heart out?
That's definitely a lover's quarrel thing.
That's definitely that's a crime of passion right there.
That's definitely probably what that is.
You know, I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
But why?
Nosh scared the maid so bad that she got knocked out.
That's why she passed out? I thought y'all got to beat someone up. I was jealous.
I went boo.
I still want to duel one of you if you want to duel.
I don't think that's a good idea. We're all really high.
I mean, have you never fought somebody while you're high?
I thought the voice in my head.
Me. He's talking about me.
But we were both high.
Now you're best friends. See my point. Do you want to duel?
It's less like a best friend situation and more like a sentient parasite.
As fun as dueling is, you know, I like to duel. We used to be a traveling duelist party. I like dueling, don't get me wrong. Isn't a guy dead?
A guy is dead, yeah. What do you know about that?
Interrupting real quick. By the dagger in your pocket just goes,
For fuck's sake, I am surrounded by idiots. Why have I been forsaken so? Will you guys get your fucking acts together?
I take out the dagger. I mean, it's talking to me, so obviously it wants to interact.
God, don't make me talk to these people. Please don't make me talk to these people.
Wait, can your knife smoke?
I cannot, no. I'm good.
I'll polish you later. That'll work, right?
Sure.
That's like a bath for the knife. It's not like getting it
It's
high.
like a mani-pedi.
It's like servicing the knife. You get the knife off.
Can you?
No, I'm gonna interrupt you now and say no.
Chase takes the knife. Just so that break the train of thought.
I don't like
Dante's asking the butler what his favorite color is.
Oh, it's green, of course.
Hey, I don't like you. They don't like fat knives with other demons and all, nothing personal. Well, suck it up. I got arms, you don't. I don't like this at all. So, what do you know about that? Actually, you two can go. I'm good here.
Kit Kat, will you send Bison in, or not Bison? I'm Bison. Can you send in Dante? The Raven Crow. The Crow, Dante Crow.
Yeah, I can do that. And they kind of, you see the door open and you just see so much smoke come out from Dante. And you see these two shadowy figures emerge and they go, hey, I want to talk to you. And they both lay down on the couch, on the couches right next to the sleeping maid. Can I go now?
No. No, we still need you.
With the energy we've created in the studio today.
Okay. Hey, your boss is dead. It's not like you have many places to be.
My boss isn't dead. My boss is missing.
Well, then maybe you should find him. Go back to work.
Can I go then?
No.
Well, I shall check very thoroughly this green room.
Wait, I'm gonna give him my number and be like, go find him. And in hopes that he texts me. Text me when you find him. We have questions.
He wanders off. Dante, you walk into a room and you sure enough see just a still mildly smoking bowl.
Hey, you want it?
Is there any left?
Very, very, very little.
I take a half a hit.
A half a hit. That's about as much as you get.
I put my hand on the knife with Nosh.
I also reach over.
How long have you been LaFreak's dagger?
It's probably been about 7-8 years now. He stole me from a display I was stuck on for a long time. Pretty cool guy.
So he saved
You're on
you.
display?
Yeah, I was at a museum of the occult and demonic, and it was kind of neat. Now I get to go on little adventures, I guess.
Has one of the adventures you've been on stabbing LaFreak and ripping out his heart?
Or a fake LaFreak?
No,
Or a fake
I
LaFreak?
didn't even know the guy that you put me against until, you put me against him. He's like a
Do you know any of the
Okay.
people that were in the room?
Well, yeah,
With
they
us?
all transported me at one point or another.
Do any of them seem like killers?
The maid was a little weird.
The maid is a little weird.
I told you! She was always talking about how much, LaFreak was gonna be hers one day and stuff. It was real weird.
You know what? While we're on the topic, I'm just gonna make sure that she doesn't, wake up and skip down.
What? And you just hear her waking up in panic.
Walks over in a half nervous scurry, and then just kind of sit and look for something to tie her up with. Is there anything I can use to tie the maid to the chair at the very least?
Believe it or not, they don't keep a lot of bondage equipment in here. However,
Wait.
there are hold on.
strings.
There are strings in LaFreak's room. Actually, wait a second. No, there isn't. There's LaFreak's outfit is in Bai's bag because she already took it from the dressing room. And she took another one from LaFreak's room as well. So they're all attached to that. You can all go back into the green room.
I go back in the green room.
The only other two people in this room are high.
I have a question. Maid, I didn't get to interview you.
Yes?
Interrogate? Interview?
I prefer interview.
I have a question.
Yes?
If you were to, say, cut somebody's head off, tear their heart out, and then leave them on a stage for dead, do you think it would be a lover's quarrel because you tore the heart out? Or do you think that it would be just a random mass murder?
Do you need help?
I also want to use perception to see, if she has any reaction besides surprise to this question.
Roll an insight check.
17.
She seems pretty surprised at what you're saying.
Okay. But not any more afraid than she already was.
No, she's already pretty afraid.
Great.
Are you okay?
No, yeah, we're just solving a murder mystery with a person whose heart was ripped out and their head was decapitated and left on a stage,
Oh, I would consider that to be probably a lover's quarrel, but why does that matter?
Okay.
And Dante leans right in. And we heard that you were in love with LaFreak.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Were implies not anymore. You are in love with LaFreak?
No.
Are you lying? You know what we do to liars, right?
Intimidation check with advantage.
I got a 10, because I have a negative on intimidation.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you. I might have had an obsession with him, but that's...
Had?
I mean, I guess I still do, but I don't know where he is.
I sit right next to her, and I'm like, and Lafreak was an asshole to every single employee, besides the one that got killed.
Yes?
You don't think that's a little suspicious?
No.
Don't think anyone was jealous, do ya?
No.
Of all that sweet Lafreak action.
You were the one that wanted Lafreak's affection.
You wanted Lafreak all to yourself.
I wouldn't kill
You
him.
needed to take out the competition.
And you knew that Lafreak's double was suicidal.
I didn't know that.
He was having an identity crisis.
Oh,
Read the page that you pulled out of your sheep's gut.
I can't read
You
it.
can't read Infernal, that's right. No one would suspect, because he wanted to kill himself anyway.
what was the murder
The
weapon?
question is, Maid, how do you rip out your own heart and decapitate yourself? Did you think about that? Did ya? Did ya?
And she faints
Did ya?
again.
Good, now we have time to think.
What on earth did you guys do? And you look behind you, coming from the hallway. You see James R. Owen and Patricia.
Patricia!
Patricia!
James!
Hey guys, what's up? Oh god.
We're trying to figure out if the maid killed the double.
The maid is unconscious.
Yes.
Jamie, my friend.
Don't call me Jamie.
Do you mind stepping into Lafreak's dressing room and me and you talking privately for just a second?
Sure, I don't see the problem with that.
Have fun.
Patricia,
All
if
right.
I
Use
shout for
protection.
you, bring in weapons out, okay? Okay, you got it. You find yourself alone in a room with James R. Owen, brother of the CEO of Rune, the company that makes the Rune Stone, the smartphone that has made you all interconnected.
All right, so I sit down and I kind of like sit all cocky and I'm like, Jamie, I gotta talk to you.
Don't call me Jamie.
So, you are having us, who are basically a bunch of idiots, trying to solve this murder.
Yes, I'm
Correct?
I'm not running the convention. I was here as a guest.
Well, it's still, you're part of this.
He sits down and he is still listening to you, but he does like unfold a newspaper from his like bag and is opening it up and reading it.
Jamie, look me in the eye. So,
He lowers his newspaper for just a second and he says, "What did I say about calling you Jamie?"
I think me and you need to talk about how we need to figure out a financial situation of getting this done. Because this might stretch further than this convention with not knowing where the freak is. And you know how starting up creators are. We don't have a whole lot of money. It's just a little bit shitty that you're having us do this for no compensation.
Again, I'm not the one who's doing this. The showrunner is. I am technically just a guest.
I understand, but this is your company. Right?
It's my
This
brother.
isn't put on by his company.
I mean, it's sponsored by his company for sure.
Yeah.
But it's my brother's company. I don't particularly care for the smartphone, the rune stone, as it were.
So do you not like the runestones?
I think they're all right. I don't think they're bad per se.
This did not go how I thought it would. I'm just
Don't
hoping
interact with
that-
characters you've met once, expecting to know their whole personality.
I'm just hoping that maybe you and your brother could help us out with this investigation, because at this point, we're all a little strapped and we might have to go elsewhere.
This is a shakedown. That's what's going on.
It's not a shakedown. It's a question.
Yes.
I have no weapons. I'm not threatening you with outing that your company may have led to Lafreak's death, or at least a murder. I'm just simply asking.
Do a persuasion check. I guess it could be intimidation if you wanted.
I'd rather persuasion. And it's what I got a 10.
Patricia, he's trying to shake me down. And you hear, like, you guys in the front hear that. And here she goes, oh shit, I gotta go. And she turns around and she roller skates into the room. And as she gets in, from her pocket, she like pulls out the hilt of a sword, and somehow you see the sword extending outward as she does. She holds it out and she goes, hi-ya!
I wasn't doing anything wrong. If he had something to hide, that so be it. And I just walk out.
Alright, so you guys are now in the green room alone, I guess. Except for High, Kit and Cat, and Unconscious Maid. You guys don't have to sit here in the green room. You can go anywhere else. Patricia comes back in and she goes, alright guys, how's the investigation going?
I think it's the maid.
Oh, you think it's the maid?
Oh, I'm certain.
It's not the maid.
What do you think it is, young human lady?
Oh, hi, I'm Bison.
Oh, what do you
You
think
can call
it
me
is?
Bi, though.
Okay, who do you
Oh,
think
I
it
don't
is,
know,
Bob?
but it's definitely not the maid.
Who do you think it is, strange elven man?
Dante walks in. I introduce myself.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh, rude. I think Lafreak killed him. I think this was
Well,
Lafreak.
then you should find the freak.
I've been trying.
Why would Lafreak take the devil's heart, though? That doesn't make any sense.
I think Lafreak is trying to do real magic.
Hey, Bradley. I want you to name one spell out of the entire Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition spell list where a component is a human heart.
I thought that's how you became a lich. I'll be real.
Being a lich is very unclear, but that might be it.
I actually think that, like, I think you need some sort of, like, organ.
It's very
shit to become a
unclear
lich.
what you need. It's kind of
Okay.
supposed to get to the DMs. Unless a new book, I have not looked through every book about lichdom.
Patricia?
Yes?
So, since all of our leads are leading to Lafreak right now, can we get back into Lafreak's room
Yeah, do you need any other room?
to look for clues?
Any other room keys while you're at it?
Do you have keys to the kitchen?
No, just the bedrooms.
Do you have keys to the other members of
Yeah.
Kit
Well,
yeah,
and
of
Cat,
course.
the butler, and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
maid?
yeah.
Let's.
No.
We'd have to
Let's-
get that. We'd have to get that from the manager of the.
I
con.
just have keys for the rooms
Alright.
of the people here.
Can we get
Alright.
it for the butler and for the? Can we get everybody's room key for Kit Kat, the butler, the maid, and the double who's dead?
Yeah, and any other
I
ones
didn't
you
even
want?
think about seconding his room.
You can have my room key if you want, wink.
Yeah, can I have your room key? I can come and look at your skates.
I'll just take that. Thank you. And stuffs it in his shirt pocket.
Patricia,
Yeah?
can I have your number in case we need any other help?
Sure thing.
Please?
Anything for you guys, wink. And then she hands you a piece of paper. She already had her phone number, her like room number on.
And I'll just take that.
So let's split up and check these rooms.
Who's going to which room first?
I'm going to butler's
I'm
room.
going to the maid's room because I'm hell-bent on finding evidence.
I'm gonna go to the double because I really don't think Kit or Cat really have gonna. I'll check it eventually, or we will.
By some you and Amore find your way to the butler's quarters. You hold the little key card to the door, a little rune on the door glows and the door opens up. Inside you see a lot more modest of a hotel room than Lafreak's. There is only one bed instead of 3. You notice that the sheets are perfectly made, like he hasn't slept in it yet, even though the convention's already been going for a day. The entire room has a sparkle and a shine to it. You see a calendar that he's clearly like a day planner, like calendar thing that he's clearly pinned to the wall since he's got here, full of a to-do list. You see he has several outfits that appear to be like approximately the freak sized, folded and placed on his like little like nightstand, and you see the bathroom. He has reorganized all the towels from biggest to smallest.
So I take a picture of the room before, as I'm entering, so I have what it looks like. And you said that there were Lafreak's clothes?
Yeah.
I go over and I mess up the pile and start looking at them, looking to see, do they look like they've been worn? Do they smell like Lafreak? I don't know.
They smell freshly washed. You kind of remember, like I mentioned in the second episode, that Lafreak's clothes for the next day were already folded and stacked on his bed. This was folded and stacked in the exact same way.
It's the maid. Well, I mean, she did the...
Amor? To the bathroom. We go to the bathroom, we look for drugs.
Roll a perception check.
I need to memorize my perception. 13.
Okay. You don't find any drugs.
Okay, I take the shampoo and conditioner. At this point, I've walked like through part of the through half the room, right? Mm-hmm. So I finally take my shoes off because I realize that I'm making this room dirty. So I take my shoes off.
You have tracked mud through the room.
Great. And I. What else? There was something else that I wanted to look at. Yeah, is there a fridge?
Yeah, he's got a little kitchenette.
I go in the kitchen and see if I can find any food.
In the
Amor,
fridge.
don't say anything. It's on the house.
This man is clearly a meal prepper. He's got like a bunch of different little Tupperware, and they're labeled for days of the week and times of the day. And as you open them up, there's little like pieces of jerky and some grapes and a sandwich, like 2 hard-boiled eggs in one of them. Like,
Great. Amor and I tuck in and start eating.
cool. So you munch away at the butler's food, unaware of where the butler currently is. So after some searching, you, Dante, managed to find the double Derek's room. And as you open it, you are seen to a very different sight than the other hotel rooms you saw before. Not only is this one the smallest one you've seen, but as you open it up, you immediately notice that all over the walls, the words, "I am my own person, I am Derek," are just scribbled along the walls. The bed is torn up, literally torn up, like something clawed through it. Everything from the closet is all strewn around the room. You see one spike cola that's been knocked over and is spilling on the carpet. Already finished spilling. It's not still spilling.
That's a good. I was gonna
realized
hone in
what
on
I
that
said.
shit.
Spilt all over the carpet. It's a rough looking scene.
Okay. Shit. It's like almost difficult because of how messy it is. Is there, alright, for one, is there any infernal writing with like the weird notes and everything around?
No.
No infernal. Okay. Does it look like this? I'm sure this will be a roll, but does it look like this is done by like just him, or does it look more like a struggle, like a fight?
Roll, is investigation a skill?
Investigation is a skill, yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. That's only a 6.
You can't tell. It looks like it was a struggle, but there was no reason really to believe otherwise.
Okay. Is there... Alright, wait. I'm trying to remember what we did at Lafreak's room. Can I check under the bed?
Under the bed, you don't see anything of note.
Okay. I got like...
P2 has a bathroom and a kitchenette, if I didn't describe that. Just assume that all of these places have a bathroom and kitchenette.
Yeah. So... I actually... Okay. So it looks like there was maybe a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
There's weird notes on the walls. Does the bed look like it's been slept in? Or I guess everything's fucked up.
Yeah.
Not really. Like, maybe. How's the bathroom looking?
There's more of the same. To a point where, like, you see, like, it half written on the shower, like, in the shower walls, and the drain is clearly covered in the ink he was using.
Okay. Any drugs?
Nope.
Damn. Alright, and then I want to check the fridge to see if there's any more of that runanium? Is that what we were calling it?
Runium.
Runium. Okay.
You do not find runium, but you do see a syringe that has been completely used.
Alright. So maybe this drug is fucking with him. He might have used it.
Remind you that you still have a quarter of your own syringe of this stuff.
I'm gonna sit on the bed and inject it. See if I may have the same effect.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 14.
Hey Dante, you know something crazy?
Yeah.
You are at a convention full of the coolest people in the world. These people are awesome, amazing people. And yet, for some reason, you are trying to solve a murder instead of hanging out with these cool people.
Oh shit.
What's the deal with that?
That's...
You should really...
What
you
am
should,
I doing this
You
fucking
should really go
run?
hang out with some of those influencers.
Can I metagame and be like, I want to hang out with Chase?
No, Chase isn't that famous.
Alright, I go back down to the convention hall. Fuck this room.
God damn it.
Chase, you find your way to the maid's quarters. As you hold your key card,
Taking pictures as I
you
walk
hold
in.
the key card to the door opens. As the light enters the almost completely dark room, you make your way through the kitchenette and past the bathroom, and you get to the bedroom. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Christ on a bike. This new die has not really betrayed me at all. Let's see if this is where it begins, the betrayals. Ooh. 21.
You manage to hold back throw up as you see maybe one of the most horrifying things you've ever seen. You see on some sort of weird stand the head of what you assume to be Derek, the body double. And from his neck, you see this weird, almost intestine-like vein going down. And sitting on the table in a little perch, you see a currently beating Derek's heart. And the eyes of this head open up, scan to you, and they look to you. And you hear in a very horrid tone, "Kill me."